Hey guys, welcome to Satya's View. So in this video I'm going to tell something about the career options. What are the career options out there, especially for the technical degree graduates as well as the bachelor's degree graduates, and you know what I mean. So the diploma candidates and the bachelor's degree engineering graduates as well as the other science degree related peoples. It's been a long time I didn't make any videos, sorry for that. So I try to make videos continuously in future. Also in this video I'm gonna talk about in English throughout the video. So the reason behind is like a lot of non-Tamil speakers who has a lot in the Instagram, as well as this content should not be stick with a single language, which is Tamil. So I just wanna make it wider, so that's why I decided to make in English. Also this content seems to be a unique content, at least I think so. That's why I decided to make in English this content. So there will be a separate video for Tamil, so you can check out the videos as well. Okay, so the content is what are the career options after completing a technical degree or else the bachelor degrees, BE or diploma or in any other streams. I just came up with three options to you. So the options are will tell you one by one. So this is a tip with according to my experience, and this is kind of my opinion. Also this is an option for you, so you can take it or you can throw it to the dustbins. So it's up to you. Okay guys, let's get into the video. So a lot of people who are really confused after they graduated, after diploma or BE, whatever the course they done. So after graduating, definitely a 70 to 80% of the people who really interested to do a work, so they wanted to go for work. Okay, so rest of the 20% of the people who may study the the next courses, like after bachelor's they may go for a master's degree, or else the diploma candidates go for bachelor's degree as well. But rest of the 80% of the people who wanted to do a work. So I just I had a lot of information's been shared in the previous videos regarding the skill set, how the skills really matter when it comes to a job market. You can check out the videos as well. So also the people's oftentimes they are asking, give me any other options, the department or the domain, so where I can go. So actually there are plenty of opportunities out there in the different domain, the different areas, but it's a really crucial decision when it comes to choosing a path to begin with a career at the initial stage. I thought the peoples who did diploma, they are really struggling a lot when it comes to salary package and the good job as well. There are a lot of peoples who are doing IT works and BPO jobs and all those things after they graduated. So that's really, it's not make any sense to you, right? So you did your 3 years technical degree, and also you did 4-year bachelor's degree in engineering. It's really tough, and everyone knows that. But after that, why you should do those kind of jobs? Maybe you can do it unless you don't have any other skill set, even Excel, how to handle the Excel sheet. But I think a lot of peoples can really do some technical skills. So in these technical skills, they can really develop their skills into certain amount, and they can really get the good job with the good salary packages. But a lot of people, they don't prefer to do that, so they always just looking at the easy pathways. See, I just want to say one thing, that without a skill, without a demanded skill, no one gonna hire you. Your value will not be important in any other job market, not in India but every countries. So the skills always matter. Okay, so I just came up with three options to you, so you can take it or you can just throw it. It's up to you. So I don't want to insist you to do that and do that, something like that. So the number one is, so after you finished your diploma or bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, you can go for SAP in module. So okay, so or as well as the PP modules and the maintenance modules and all those things. But the is the topmost popular module, and the job scopes are really high in this module. So that's why I suggest you to go for SAP So I just give you the simple explanation how the scope will be and what are the job opportunities you can get into. Okay, so the number one is, I'm talking about the SAP Okay, so after you did SAP course through a institution or by online, or else you can learn by yourself with any other online courses or in the YouTube channel and as well. But it's really hard, but choose wisely. So after you did SAP course, you can get a lot of end user works, like there are in the every company, though in every enterprises, they will have something about called ERP software, enterprises resource planning software. So without ERP software, they can't do any other than business. You know what I mean? So in the manufacturing sector, a lot of softwares they have to handle. So that's why they are using ERP software. Okay, I just don't want to go into brief into that, because I did a lot of talk about this content in the previous videos, and you can check out that. Okay, you can get the SAP end user jobs and the entry level jobs, and after that you can really good at entry level positions, and you are really good at the SAP end user that position. You can just go to and get the junior SAP consultant jobs. So how it looks like, in the sense like all the aspects of the SAP configurations, and something about how the business is running and how the enterprise is running, and all the supporting modules, how it works, production planning and the FICO, finance department and HR department and everything. You will know when you are working with the company as a SAP end user, at least within the software area and the business area. So after you get these kind of things, you can get a consultant positions. So for more about this content, I will make a separate video in the future, I mean the upcoming videos. So we'll go for the second option. So the second option is, you just go for a IT related jobs. For IT related jobs, there are plenty of options you have. I mean, you might have that, IT is a huge area where you can go for game development, web development, software tester, and the UI UX design, user interface and user experience, as well as if you're really good at communication and you are really a salesperson, like you can talk, you can convince people, you can do something about the brainwashing something, you can go for really the sales as well. So sales people is really important when it comes to even a software product selling, not a normal object selling. Okay, so this is a really important thing. So even the reason why I talk about this sales options, even if you don't have any other IT skills like coding skills and how to do this kind of technical stuff, there is an option for you to go for sales related stuff. You just have to handle CRM softwares, and you have to have a really good at the English language, so which is a global language. So definitely you have to have that skills. Communication is different. You can talk with clear and phenomenal. You may have a phenomenal talk in your mother tongue, and it could be Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Hindi. But when it comes to sales, and if you're working with IT, so definitely the global language, which is a English, which is really required. So just concentrate on the things. And if you are really curious about the IT related stuff, you just choose a single area. So let me give an example. So if you're really curious about the web designs and how the web is working, and how the webs are really tested, and how it's work and all those things, you just go for web development. So and also the web development is something easy, and the clear path is out there. So compared to other stuffs, game development and the Windows development, and there are a lot of things. So there is a clear path for a web development. So you can choose web development. For web development, you can learn a 3 skill set like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you learned these 3 languages, then you can get really good jobs at the entry level positions. This 3 skill set is more than enough for the entry level positions, and for the developer roles there is a lot of demands. I personally tell you, so I've been watching a lot of posts in the LinkedIn and the job portals. The recruiters are really looking for developers with a good certain skill set. So even if you have a basic skills, then there is a lot of chances to get hired by the company. So if you don't have the coding skills, and you are not really code persons, you can go for software testing. Software testing, there is a manual testing and automation testing. So automation testing, you definitely have to learn any other language, the programming language, whether it could be a Java or else Python, and there is a lot of shift for iOS and Ruby and things out there. So if you don't have coding skills and you're really not interested into that, you just go for testing. And even if you're really not interested in that, you can go for UI and UX design. So user interface and user experience. I'm not going to talk about the brief details about this kind of contents, because there is a lot of videos, in-depth aspects about this, each and every contents which I mentioned. So you can go and check out that. So okay, come to the UI and UX design. For the UI UX design, you don't need any coding skills, or you don't need any programming language, and you don't bother about anything about the technical stuffs. You just need something about design skills and the creative mindset. But people are thinking, okay, it seems to be very easy, so I can do it. So they are going and funding something huge amount for the course. But there is a problem with that. For UI and UX design, there is nothing super requirements. So that's why a lot of people are doing this course. So there is a lot of competition as well. Also, when it comes to getting a job, this particular domain will work things differently. How it's like, I can say, if you have a skill set and you go and attend the interview and crack the interview and just get the job. Okay, so this is normal. But when it comes to the UI and UX related jobs, you have to have a portfolio. So portfolio in the sense, your projects, you have to show this kind of projects, this kind of portfolio I have. So I did when you're learning the language, sorry, when you're learning the skills through institution, they will guide you a lot. So this is kind of portfolio, it's your proof of skills, and you are created some projects, so you can show to the recruiter. So this is what I did, so you can check out that and assess my skill set and give me the job. So this is things how works for UI design. So it's kind of something different and some complicated and competitions as well, because there is something will come to you without any or else a lot of requirements, then definitely there will be a demand or else competitions. Okay, so just look at that. And also just want to say something like I'm talking about the diploma candidates as well as the graduates, BE graduates. So when it comes to IT related jobs, a lot of jobs will require you to have a bachelor's degree, especially if you're going for something like easy jobs, like the software testing and the UI and UX design. Okay, just I left the UX UI design. So the sales related jobs and software testing jobs, a lot of companies, most of the companies, they require you have to have a bachelor's degree, and it could be anything. So it's a second option. First of all, they prefer a engineering background, or else if you don't have an engineering background, so then that's not an issue. At least you have to have any other degree. But when it comes to development developer roles, a lot of companies who don't look at your degrees. If you have that skill set, you just get the job. How it works without a degree, how can I get the job, especially for the developer roles? See, if you have a HTML and CSS and JavaScript skills, let's assume you are going for an interview, and the interview will ask you some technical stuffs, and they will conduct some technical stuffs to code for this logic to design something this page. So you have the skill set, you can write the code, and you can just present the output to the recruiter at the same time with instantly. So it's kind of straightforward. So there is a demand to create the website, so that skill set you have, so nothing gonna wrong if you don't have a degree. Okay, so a diploma candidates can go for developer and IT related jobs, but you have to have that specific skill set with strong the logical thinking, and as well as a good decent amount of communication skills. Okay, the final one is MEP and HVAC. So you can go for MEP and HVAC because after you did mechanical engineering or electrical engineering, or else even a civil engineering and ECE, so there is a lot of when it comes to, especially I'm a mechanical engineer, so that's why I'm always concentrating on this related job aspects. So after you did this huge aspects of the course, like mechanical is a huge, so where there is a lot of subdomains out there, so you have to look at a specific domain which is you are really interested in. So that's how you can grow, that's how you can survive within the core field. So you know what I mean. So and also for HVAC and MEP related stuff, some BIM related the topics and the contents informations I did in Tamil. So if you guys are watching a Tamil speaker, போயிட்டு பாருங்க. So முன்னாடி வீடியோஸ்லாம் போட்டிருப்பேன். And if you don't speak Tamil, so don't worry guys, I will make a separate videos about this MEP and HVAC related contents in upcoming videos, so don't worry about that. And okay guys, if you like this content, and give me a thumbs up, which will really motivate me a lot, and also share to your friend circle if you feel this might be useful for them. Okay. We'll catch up in another video, guys. Cheers.